Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Carly arrives at Nina's and says she can't believe how she came through for them, assuming the video of Drew was all Nina's doing. They sit down and Nina explains the initial plan, which went off the rails when Jacinda and Drew made a scene at the Savoy. Then Willow found what appeared to be Drew in bed with Jacinda. Nina knew it had to be done, but she hates herself for hurting Willow. Carly knows what it's like walking in on your husband in bed with another woman, but it had to be done. Now, Michael and Willow can work things out. Nina fears that won't happen. Nina explains that Drew tried to convince Willow that he remembers nothing, and now he's going to get a blood test, which will show ketamine in his system. Carly tells her she should have used another drug, one that exits the blood quickly. She rants that this will make Drew an even bigger victim in Willow's eyes and in the end, draw Willow even closer to Drew. In the Quartermaine kitchen, Lucy works with Lois and Maxie planning the nurses' ball. Lucy wonders if there is any way to keep Carly backstage out of their hair the entire night. Maxie and Lois' eyes bug out. Maxie points out that it's Carly's hotel, and Lois says no matter where Carly is, they'll still hear her. Lucy is worried Carly will cause a scene with Drew and Willow, but Maxie tells Lucy she's caused more scenes at the ball than anyone else. Lucy steps out, and Lois talks to Maxie about Brooke Lynn. She thanks her for being a good friend to her daughter, and says she'll need her friendship now more than ever. In the living room, Brooke Lynn leaves Tracy in tears and speechless that she had a baby in high school and gave it up for adoption. Brooke Lynn explains that until recently, the only person who knew was her mom. She is sorry she lied to her granny, but Tracy insists she didn't lie to her. Brooke Lynn says she tried for years to put her boy out of her mind, and until recently, she didn't know she even had a son. Lulu told her, and she fills Tracy in on how Lulu broke into Martin's room trying to find dirt on Valentine and found out about her baby. Tracy asks how Martin got involved. Brooke Lynn explains that her mom talked to him to make sure the adoption would remain sealed. She continues telling her how Lulu confronted her and accused her of doing everything wrong, and that the father had a right to know. Maybe she should have told him, but she was so scared. Tracy tells her to stop second-guessing herself. She asks if giving the child up is what she wanted to do. Does she regret her choice? Brooke Lynn does, but she also knows she was a teen, and raising a child would have been so challenging. She knew she was not ready to be a mom, and Lois was there for her. She wanted to give her child a better life than she could as a teenager. Tracy says she made a responsible decision, and she's proud of her. Brooke Lynn turned to her mom, who turned to her own mother for support, which she recently found out. She also realizes her mom had to help give up her own grandchild. Tracy tells her how strong she is, now and then, and she's always felt she was the best of the Quartermaines. She also tells Brooke Lynn she doesn't owe it to Ned to tell him about the baby, and she didn't have to tell her, but she thanks her for doing so. Tracy has to ask, with what she and Chase are going through, has she been tempted to find her son? Brooke Lynn has, but the point was to give him a better life. The only way she'll see her son is if he comes looking for her, but Lulu disagrees and thinks she should tell everyone. Tracy knows Lulu can be arrogant and pig-headed like her father. Tracy cries that she's heartbroken that Brooke Lynn was afraid to tell her, and never to doubt that she loves her. They embrace. Later, Lois finds Tracy to discuss the nurses' ball. Tracy only wants to talk about one thing and asks where her great-grandson is. Back in the kitchen, Brooke Lynn is happy to see Maxie as she's been dealing with Quartermaine insanity. Maxie asks if she can help. Brooke Lynn says she can't confide in Maxie until she picks a side. Is she her friend or Lulu's? Brooke Lynn explains things have gone too far, and Maxie has to choose. Brooke Lynn walks away leaving Maxie stunned. At the hospital, Drew thanks Willow for coming with him and swears he will get to the bottom of this. Spotting them, Amy gossips with another nurse about why Willow is with Drew and whether he's here to be tested for STIs. Amy talks to Willow later and tells her how sorry she is about what happened. She says she can do much better than staying with a cheating man. Willow tells her to stop gossiping and get back to work. Drew returns after having his blood taken and thanks Willow again for supporting him. Isaiah appears and reveals that Drew has ketamine in his system.